Hey everyone, this is Tell the Truth Sports Radio. I'm your host, Ron Fish. I'm going to tell you the truth about the NFL conference championships. Oh, I was really going to start with Mahomes and his greatness and taking him and Andy Reid and Kelsey going their third Super Bowl in 4 years, how they went on the road, beat the Bills, which I didn't think they were going to do, and the Ravens, which I didn't think they were going to do. And they did. I wanted to start with that and their greatness and then go to the next game because I figured the Niners win by about 14 points easily. That didn't happen. Dan Campbell stole the show. He took the shine away from Brock Purdy, who was fantastic in that comeback. He took the shine from Patrick Mahomes, who was great, and the Kansas City defense. And then the second half, the Niners defense, a quarter and a half, they were very good. They were bad all game long, but Dan Campbell stole the show. Took a Super Bowl appearance away from the Lions. The Lions, I feel, for the city of Detroit to really have the Super Bowl pretty much in their hands if they take the field goal to go up 27-14, which would have put them up 17. And a couple of stupid decisions that he made, and it was just sad. So I'm gonna start with that game. They're up 24-7 because they're running the ball. Golf is as good as you get. You know what? I've realized Golf had that Super Bowl experience with the Rams, and he went on the road to New Orleans, so he was comfortable. He was home. He's from San Francisco. He played fantastic. He missed a touchdown, but Purdy missed a touchdown too, so it evened out. So it's 24-7. And then the Niners, and this was big. Once it was 24-7, the Niners got a field goal. They wanted a touchdown, and they were just, you could tell how disappointed they were. Here come the Lions right down the field. And they're looking for that put away touchdown. They didn't get it. It's 4th and 3. Kick the field goal. It's an easy field goal. I'm thinking he's going to kick the field goal. Kick the field goal. Don't be a tough guy. Don't always gamble because you want to take this team and this city to their first Super Bowl. So play it smart. You can live to fight another day. You didn't make it. They go for it. Reynolds drops the ball. Okay, yeah, he dropped the ball. Would have got it first time. That's not the point. The point is you kick the field goal. You go up 17. Now you've taken a half of the third quarter away. Now you're up 17 still, like you were at the end of the half. And full momentum. All the pressure, the world's on Purdy. You can't run the ball down 17. You got to pass. You can load up. You get after him. He was throwing the ball up for grabs the whole game until that point. Once they didn't get that first down, I said the Niners are going to win. This game is over. Soon as they said this game was over, they scored 3 straight times, and Purdy woke up. Boom, 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 boom. Ayuk, McCaffrey up the middle, and then Elijah Mitchell, and they scored, and they went up. And here's the thing: in the fourth quarter, after they went up 3, because it was Ayuk scored and McCaffrey scored to tie the game, and then the Niners kicked the field goal, and then here comes the Lions after that devastating, after the nonsense that Dan Campbell pulled. They drive all the way down to the 30, 4th down, kick a field goal, tie the score. So even if the 49ers come down, and this is, man, I don't care about the 49ers or the Lions like that. I feel so. I have a friend that was a diehard Lion fan all his life, so I felt sorry for him and all the fans. But on 4th and 3 with 7:38, you kick the field goal. If the Niners go all the way down the field and score a touchdown, and with maybe 2 minutes left and change, you have the ball to go back and tie the game. Or you could stop them and make them kick a field goal, which they did. Now you have time. And it was the most ridiculous decision I've seen. And once that happened, the Niners going to put the game away, and they scored. And then that too late score by the Lions. It's too late when they scored. We're going to get on. The game's over after that. But all you had to do was kick that field goal. Now, Green Bay missed the kick. Green Bay did everything they were supposed to. The kicker missed the kick, and he kicked the Niners into the Super Bowl. And now Dan Campbell decisioned the Niners into the Super Bowl. Now, I'm going to give the Niners credit for being resilient enough to pounce on these stupid mistakes. And they played bad. They gave up the run. They got passed on. Purdy was throwing the ball all over the place. Last week, he should have threw a couple pick sixes, but he hung in there. And when it was in the fourth quarter, he made the plays. You know, it's almost like Brett Favre. He'll mess up. In the fourth quarter, he's going to get the job done. And that's impressive. So they did what they had to do. It wasn't like out of this world stats by Purdy. His 20 of 31, 89 QBR, 267, and a touchdown interception. McCaffrey had 90 yards. He was good. It wasn't great. But Deebo Samuel's just being in there is huge because he can run the ball and he makes all the big catches. Kittle made some. He had 2 receptions, but they were big. And they did what they had to do defensively. They've done a good job in the fourth quarter, and that could bode well in the Super Bowl. But just ridiculous. It was just a ridiculous loss by the Lions. And the Niners get a chance to get revenge on the Chiefs. They've been gifted 2 games, so now they want to take advantage of it. And I would think that they're going to play a lot better early because they've been down big against the Packers, and down 24-7 against the Lions, and the Lions will move the ball the whole game until Dan Campbell pulled off his shenanigans. Now, I'm going to talk about the Chiefs win over the Ravens, but before I get to that, now the Niners can't fall behind 24-7, and Purdy can't throw a ball for grabs against the Chiefs because Mahomes is trying to get his 3rd title in 4 years, and they're playing, and they played a lot better, and you can't do that. So I expect the Niners to try to get ahead and try to play from ahead, and then make the stops that they have to in the fourth quarter to try to win. So that it bodes well for the 49ers that they did play 2 bad games to their standards, so they probably figure they're going to have a good game in the Super Bowl. They can't do that against the Chiefs. You do that against the Packers. You can do that against Dan Campbell. You can't do that against Andy Reid because the Chiefs are desperate to try to get another championship because they don't know how many they're going to get. And, you know, you're getting them on a roll. You're getting them playing their very best. So, and you're getting the Niners thinking they're Destiny's darlings after being at death's door and coming through in the fourth quarter, delivering the goods are pretty better in the fourth quarter, not good in the first half, not good the first 3.5 quarters this game, but they did what they had to do. Stats don't mean anything. They got that W, and they're playing the Chiefs. Now, the Chiefs and the Ravens. Wow, I mean, Chiefs jumped on them early. I was like, oh, okay. Ravens will answer. Ravens answer right back. And then the Chiefs answered right back. I said, okay, Ravens going to run this ball down their throat, and Lamar Jackson going to make a couple passes. They blitzed the heck out of Lamar Jackson, and the Ravens panicked. So they ran away from the run. They said, Lamar, you're gonna find open receivers. He didn't. And the Chiefs defense was as good as you can get. They gave up 2 late drives and 3 drives. One ended with a sack. The other ended a terrible interception after a terrible penalty. The Ravens had some stupid penalties, couple of unnecessary roughness penalties on the quarterback, and they were undebatable. They smacked Mahomes upside his head. Even in the 70s, that's a penalty. And then Zay Flowers dropping the ball on the defender. That is the most selfish penalty you could make. You know why? You're trying to get to a Super Bowl. You're driving down the field. You're down 17-7. And the Chiefs, they blew 3 opportunities to make the lead larger. And now you got a chance to put all the pressure in the world on the Chiefs because your defense is, you had to bet one of the best defenses in the playoffs still because you did a number on the Niners. There was no comeback when they played the Niners. But the Ravens, they choked. And Zay Flowers had no business making that stupid penalty, taunting penalty, and it cost them because Lamar Jackson threw the ball in triple coverage, which made no sense. And Kansas City, they got shut down. That can't happen against the Niners. You gonna have your heart broken. You get shut down against the Niners the way the Niners play in the fourth quarter. You will have a prayer. Purdy will be the man over Lamar, over Mahomes. So Kansas City got to shore up their offense in the second half. And, I told you what the Niners need to do. So I got plenty of time to break that down. But what they did do, and this is what the Chiefs have done, the 2 games in the playoffs, when they had the lead and they the Ravens finally cut the lead to 3. And now you got to put the game away. The Chiefs did that with Pacheco running all over the Bills. So now you got to run the clock out again with 2 minutes left. You're not running Pacheco because I told you it was going to be a little harder to run on him. So what he did, he threw the deep pass, the one play that you had to make, and the Ravens flooded the zone so you couldn't go underneath or you're going to punt the ball back and maybe they steal the game. Maybe they do like the 49ers and how they stole the game from the Lions. And Kansas City said, no, we're not Dan Campbell. We're not the Lions. So they went deep with Scanlon, who's having a great playoff, and he caught that was a very difficult pass. He caught it. Game over. Chiefs are going back. And I was saying Taylor Swift's going to get her heart broke by the Ravens. No, I was very wrong. Now, could she get her heart broke by the 49ers? 49ers are better than the Chiefs. Now, the 49ers can't have to show it, and they're going to have to stop the run. I mean, you can't let Pacheco run. And you can't some of the passes, like one time it was 24-10. And Goff, it was a kind of a tough stick throw. He missed his tight end, which would have been a 1st and goal. Mahomes is making that pass. So the Niners got 2 weeks to kind of clean up some stuff. And the Chiefs have 2 weeks to be better in the second half on their offense, because these are schemes. It's Shanahan's scheme. It's not just the stars with Debo and Kittles. It's the schemes. That's what makes Purdy great because of the different type of plays they run. What makes Mahomes great is Mahomes is great already, but you have Andy Reid's genius of how to diagnose defenses. And you're going to have to be really good because regardless of how bad the 49ers play defense, they have, and this is what I want on my team, they have Greenlaw and they have Warner at linebacker. And they have the linebackers that you have to have in 2023. You got linebackers that can cover. You got linebackers that can punch you in the face. You got linebackers that can blitz. You got the speed linebackers, and they're tough enough to get through blockers. And they dictate terms when it comes to defense. What the Chiefs have is a terrific scheme on defense with Spagnuolo and terrific cornerbacks. Snead made one of the biggest plays in conference championship history, stripping the ball from Zay Flowers to prevent a score. So I was very, very impressed with the Chiefs defense. Chiefs defense has played better than the 49er defense. But the 49er defense is more talented. They have more talent than Chiefs overall, but they're going to have to show it in the Super Bowl. You can't goof around with a team that's been there, that already beat you, and you want to beat them, but they're different than the team you played in the first Super Bowl. You had the temporary league because Kansas City didn't have no experience. They got experience, and the reason why they got experience, they had some garbage games this year. As soon as the playoffs came, they turned it up. Their level of execution is totally different. Mahomes not throwing the ball up for grabs. Everyone's catching. Kelsey's on another level. He's got more catches, touchdowns than Jerry Rice. He's a number one guy. He's got stats all over the board. He's probably going to go on as one of the greatest tight ends in history. So they're executing at a high level on offense and defense. They just have to do better in the second half, but they're executing better than Niners. Niners have better talent than the Chiefs. So how the heck am I going to pick the Super Bowl? You got the better executing team that's playing better. They played 2 great games on the road against the team that played 2 average until the fourth quarter, below average to the 49 standards at home, but were great when it mattered. I mean, I think that the Chiefs are going to be like, listen, if we get the lead, we better really, really execute an offense because they got something going on in the fourth quarter with Purdy and McCaffrey running the ball. We better not. I tell you, they better not let Purdy have the ball. I always talk about you better not let Mahomes have the ball. Better not have Purdy at the ball at the end of the game. When the Chiefs have the ball, and if they have the lead, they got to put the game away. If they don't, they're going to get their heart broken, and Taylor Swift's going to be crying in those stands. But if they can do what they did the last 2 games, whether you like or dislike Taylor Swift, they're going to show a lot of her. She's going to be celebrating. If you're a 90 fan, you're going to want to throw up. So it's going to be interesting to see how this Super Bowl goes down.